All right, I want to start off. Call hello, la Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shab, Waha Racha, Kodash Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and elders. A great millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and sincerity, and risking their lives and freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwat and the Akim out there listening and learning. This is the brother Yahweh Sab out of the GMS Cleveland Church, a fellow servant. Just coming at you with another lesson. I'm gonna continue with that the Beast Kingdom series that I'm doing. Basically, talking about with this freaky cyborg weird ass society that Esau wants to you know create and have control over. You know where he's omnipotent because at the end of the day he's trying to be on high like the Most High. But what's that scripture where it says that thou art a man? I believe it's in Daniel. That'd be a good scripture to start off with. Bear with me for 1 second. It's in the book of Ezekiel. I think I said Daniel. Ezekiel 28. Start at 7. Say, this is a book of Ezekiel 28 and 9. Wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am a God, but thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of him that slay thee. This is what I wanted for real. It's Ezekiel 28 and 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, which is Esau, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not God. Thou, Salakia, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. And that's what, Esau is trying to be like the Most High. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. And that's the scripture say, the Most High has allowed Esau to search out and find a lot of things, you know what I mean? I got a book right now, eventually, I'm hoping to get into it. It's called What the Future Looks Like. And, we're going to the Internet of Things and whatnot, but these motherfuckers talking about biohacking, these motherfuckers talking about time travel, these motherfuckers, these people really think that they, you know, he like Frankenstein, you know what I mean? Like I've heard many of Akim speak on. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump into the lesson. Um, it was just talking about a lot of the endeavors Esau came up with. Artificial liver. Sony's Bigo dog becomes sensation as first autonomous robotic pet. These are just some of the things that Esau created. Field testing on GMO tomatoes. World Wide Web data mining begins. FDA says GMO foods are not inherently dangerous. Pentium processor, you know, and it was a list all the way going back all the way to, inkjet printer, magnetic resonance imaging. That's like MRI. So The 18th century began with horse-drawn carriages, kerosene and or whale oil lighting, and a narrow understanding of biology. In fact, little had changed from previous centuries. However, by 1899, gas or electric lighting had turned night to day. Coal heating had been replaced with natural gas. Automobiles shared the road with horses. Man took flight in air balloons, and genetics had emerged as a specialty within the burgeoning, bur, burgeoning discipline of biology. Burgeoning, burgeoning. The rate at which science and industry announced new discoveries and invention in the 20th century outpaced the previous century like a hare racing past a befuddled tortoise. Building upon the racial bias, biosocial psychometrics of Sir Francis Galton, high society pseudoscience morphed genetics into eugenics, Greek for true birth, and a self-serving being to improve the human condition. By 1900, Darwin's idea permeated social science with racial rancor. David Starr Jordan, first president of Stanford University, authored a book in 1902 that distilled and codified the rising field of eugenics. I refer to Blood of a Nation, the study of the decay of a nation through the survival of the unfit. Uh, he giving you, wow, this is a Nazi book. Nazi.org, UK, eugenics, Blood of a Nation. Now, mind you, this was by the president of Stanford. And then basically, but then they got the nerve, and it's funny, this is, you know, the timing of this because we in the news as we know they calling us black and Hebrew, but we just Hebrews, you know. Well, at the end of the day, mind you, this is like a century old. These motherfuckers literally. It's just funny the hypocrisy of it. I hate Esau, and I know what I hate more than Esau. These coon ass 2/3 ass niggas. You know what I mean? Like I gotta take this stupid ass class for me not being circumspect and me not being wise as a serpent. Uh, not making good choices. You know what I mean? Because Most High presents you with choices, and it's on you. If you walking in the scriptures or walking, the walk of the scriptures, eh, I'm gonna be the first to admit I tend to get carnal. You know, you know, and I need to really, really work on that. You know what I mean? Like I was listening to one of the brothers bring out. He was like, uh, he turned the other cheek. He was like, he ain't mean. Like somebody slap you, turn the other cheek, and not you punch they other, they cheek is, you go ahead and let them do what they're gonna do because at the end of the day, he was like, sometimes in this thing you suffer. I mean, and I can be a witness to that. I have testimonies on that. I'm sure a lot of brothers do. I've been falsely accused. Shit, we getting falsely accused now. You got to take the time to go sit up there. Literally, all camps, no matter what camp you in, from GOCC to ISUPK to GMS, they're gonna lump us all together. But they literally trying to say those HOI guys actually incited all that when that wasn't the case. I mean, the way I hear it actually was they was out there speaking before any of it happened. Then they had the Indians or the Native American, the Salakia, the tribe of Gad. I mean, you had the brethren out there. They was doing their march, standing up for well, they were doing that march, and then you had the Catholic school. They came. So at the end of the day, but then they trying to say now, literally, you literally see it's the Edomites with the proud too, young proud Edomites, and that's most of the motherfucking. I mean, that's they culture, they right. And you had, I mean, from the picture, you can clearly see that this young guy's mocking this elder. But yet still they try to say that we incited or the brothers incited it. And I call him brother just because at the end of the I mean, I've heard different things about them. You have elders going in on them, talking about they doing this, they doing that, they going off on this, they going off on that. And all I can say is this, like Apostle Ramlab said, at the end of the day, if you truly believe this thing, because this is a spiritual thing, you know what I mean, you ain't gonna be doing no carnal shit where you actually literally showcasing y'all shooting guns. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. I call him brother because at the end of the day, hopefully the Most High open their eyes up to where they going off. You know, because that's possible. You know what I mean? I've heard Apostle Tahar say how you had. I mean, you know, it's not coincidence that all this is happening now. How all them men left Nate. You know what I mean? Is being exposed. They demons and you know they full of shit. You know they say Nate a fed. You know what I mean? I can see it. You know what I mean? But I'm not about to go into that because I'm trying to read the article. I'm gonna stop there because I got to make 2 more videos.